Greetings guys, a warm welcome. Thank you for joining me. Virgo, this is your reading for June 2019. Middle of the year. Hard to believe how quickly it's going. And with that, June brings us astrologically the longest day in the Northern Hemisphere, the summer solstice on June the 21st, and the shortest day in the Southern Hemisphere, the winter solstice. That's one of the bigger astrological points in June. There's also Saturn going retrograde, and on the 6th of June, which is 6/6, that's the power number for that particular month. That number is all about nurturing the self, family, the home. Could be about considering decorating or spending time at your home and energy on it as well. Now, I have actually shuffled the cards predominantly before the video, so this is just a little bit of shuffling to let you all see that nothing is stacked or, prefabricated, like a prefabricated house or something. It's all free-flowing and completely natural. So this is for Virgo. Just shuffling the last little bit for your cards. We have already shuffled beforehand. These three are tarot decks. This one, the fourth one, the yellow one, is a Chakra Insight Oracle deck, which is very powerful, very good for healing mind, body and soul issues, but we won't be doing too many of those in any reading because they're very intense. So we'll probably do one or two. June, what else can we say about it? Well, other than that it's the middle of the year, so you could say it's hump month. We're halfway there, halfway in between the middle of nowhere. That's what June might be. So we will see what's coming for you guys, Virgo. And I think we have finished shuffling. Where to start is the next big question, I guess. Let's start with this. Oh, how nice. Victory and success. That is the Six of Wands. So something that you are doing, a project possibly, an entrepreneurial maybe, because this is to do with the wands. It is a wands card, and the wands are quite often associated with career or our passions or hobbies or creative ideas. So there could be some success coming for a project you have got on your mind or you have been working with over a period of time. And the time could be 6 months, weeks, or even 6 years, or 6 people could be involved as well. So it can be very creative. It can have to do with the arts side of life. And I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just getting that message coming in. So for some of you, this could be situated around writing, creating, like designing something, and that can also mean engineers as well. So maybe finishing degrees or having a project accepted or being acknowledged by someone. That's a great start for your reading. The Four of Pentacles, he's like the king sitting in the parlour counting out his money. And for a king to be in a parlour counting his money, it means that things aren't too bad. The card traditionally means you've got a little bit more than you may have anticipated or have been worrying about. I know not all of us have got, millions of dollars tucked away in a safety deposit box under our mattresses, but some of us have a little more than we think, or that our money is being brought to us as we need it. So even though some people might like more, this card usually represents that things are fine and that there may not be unexpected expenditures arising at this point in time. I have also seen this card turn up when there can sometimes be a small inheritance, windfall or promotion, as well as applying for jobs, sometimes overseas, and sometimes being successful in the job application process. So let's see what else is coming. Oh, wow. Exactly. So this one just reiterates the acknowledgement of actually success. These three are going quite nicely hand in hand and really tying in with some sort of career or education process or sector or your passions or hobbies. This is rewards and acknowledgement of the work you have done, the way you have undertaken it, possibly working with 3 people. So I said 6 over here, but 3 could be symbolic as well. This often turns up when you get a pay rise or a reward, or someone acknowledges your hard work, and it can be literally made public. You know, like someone acknowledges it and it goes out to the public eye or something along those lines. The three really nice cards all tying in and talking here about, well, for a lot of you who work and have a career, this is about career opportunities, or tied in with how you earn your money, also possibly how you spend it, and exams, things like that. Another really good one, because we're still back in the wands, and we had victory and success over here, and an ace always tends to have the same kind of meaning or feeling to it about victory and success, but new beginnings coming. So whether or not you collaboratively worked with some people on a project or something within a team group situation or in a company, or you're a team leader of people, or you're being promoted to a team leader, all of these energies seem to be consistently congealed around a subject matter, and possibly especially at the beginning of this month for you guys. This Ace of Rods is a fabulous ace to get, because again we're talking about inspirational creativity that is coming to you, sometimes still in the thought process. So you can still be contemplating and thinking on how to extrapolate this idea out, bring it into the physical side of life, manifest it into a product or production, and produce yourself with the victory and success. So really nice cards that you guys have received. Oh, and even this, I quite like it, because adjacent possibilities means there are other doors that could open for you, new things that you haven't taken into consideration, new formats, ways, options, discoveries, ideas, modalities. And again, this is what this is. This is new ideas, concepts, constructs. And that's what adjacent is. It's new because you haven't discovered it yet. So we're getting a lot of nice tying in. But then you get one like that, which is a bit gloomy and glum. And you can see that by the look on that. Well, we can't see his face, he's hiding it. But that is the Eight of Swords, and it is often about feeling a bit trapped by your own anxiety or worry or tension. This first card back here can sometimes be that, because I said the king was in the parlour counting out his money when he didn't really need to, because it feels as though things are being taken care of. And yes, it may not be that you win, $600 million in lotto, but it might be that your bills are being covered and paid off. So this feeling here is a self-entrapment. And it's what happens when we allow our anxiety to build up and take over, I guess, and stop us from feeling the successes, or enabling our mind to bring in the amazing new concepts and ideas and try adjacent possibilities. Oftentimes when situations like this arise, we become a bit anxious and fearful, because why? Because we can't see what's behind these doors. We don't know where these pathways are leading us. I think there are 8 doors as well. I counted them the other day for another sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I'm not sure what that is up there. Kind of almost 8 adjacent possibilities, and this is the number 8, which, as I said, can cause anxiety. But it's really important that when this card turns up, you are the only person who can take stock to move yourself out of self-induced fear. You have to take control of those thoughts, and you have to empower yourself with much more positive perspective, and use mindfulness as a particularly good one, of bringing yourself back into the moment and not going too far forward with worry about what could be or what might be. Instead, be in the moment and say, well, what is right now? And usually in that exact moment right now, there isn't a need for terrible panic or fear or anxiety. So with that, I think it's time to visit one of these cards. And we have been given the solar plexus chakra, which is in the, well, it's a bit hard to see on here, but it's through this area of the body. sort of the stomach area. And this is all about trusting your gut instinct and knowing that you have innate answers to life's problems if you turn off this type of worry and anxiety, which stalls or prohibits getting in contact with these energies. When we are in fear or anxiety, we're shutting down this part of our body, and then we can't hear our innate messages that will give us the direction further forward. So this part of your body could be blocked. Some of you may have suffered stomach aches or things to do with like celiac disease or irritable bowel. You may have had stomach operations or laparoscopy, or an endoscopy work, something along those lines, to figure out why you might have had issues in this part of your body. I can tell you what's very good if you have stomach upsets is probiotics, because a lot of the time now in life we are having our stomachs or our stomach lining irritated, and basic organism structure of the stomach is being disabled through various toxins, poisons, stress, all sorts of different things. So by enabling yourself to take probiotics again, you recreate the wholesome, healthy lining in your stomach, which enables a whole lot of other processes in your body to continue or to reframe themselves and to be able to work in harmony again. So the gut instinct, not just that, sort of intuitive, spiritual aspect of the gut instinct, but the physical gut is extremely important in our health in today's society, and it's very, very overlooked. So gut health is empowering to control that or gain control of it again, and probiotics are one of the best forms of doing that. And then eating other foods that support good gut health and good flora. You can also use meditations. You can wear the color yellow, you can do Reiki, you can stretch your body and make sure that everything is free flowing as well through things like yoga. I wonder what else might be in here. Oh yeah, physical health. Do you know, we've had these type of cards have come out a lot for us in the readings in June. So it's almost as if it's time at that halfway point in the year where sometimes our resolutions or our enthusiasm for taking on new projects at the beginning of the year, they begin to wane, and we fall back into sort of like a slumber, or we lose our pathway that we'd been on towards getting fitter or healthier, or looking into certain ways of bringing our body back into function. So I think June is a message for everyone about maintaining our physical health, very much so. So this one is talking about vitality, strength, body image and balance. And this one, I just talked to you all about gut balance in particular, and reorganizing the gut flora in your body. So many people don't understand how fundamentally important it is. And in today's toxic society, our bodies are permanently being bombarded with negative stuff. I might read to you from the book some of the things that this might mean as well. I haven't read it for anyone else, but I think we will. So I'll still hold these two up for you to look at. Amidst the rapid pace, pressures and diverse responsibilities of modern life, it can be very easy to lose touch with the needs of our physical body. While many of our modern life circumstances and even some of our spiritual paths call for the denial of the physical, this card is calling us to reconnect and honor our physical needs. Our physical body is our temple, our chariot, our sacred vessel in this life. While our mind may be the great architect of visionary possibility, and our heart may have the power to bring great passions to life, our physical body is the medium through which spirit and inspiration is brought into form. So we must care for it as though it were the most honoured guest in our home. This card is an invitation to reconnect with the wisdom of your body. Reclaim a sense of balance between work, rest and play. Integrate your need for quiet time and solitude with activities and social connection. It's time to balance the scales. Bring your love and awareness to your body. Learn to accept your body just as it is, for its unique shape, colours and textures. Look upon your body with compassion and be grateful that you have this living vessel. Be grateful for the simplest action, like your heart beating and keeping you alive. Thank your feet for their steadfast efforts to carry you through your day. Honour your physical needs for nourishing foods, clean water, deep breath, sunshine, laughter, love and connection. Spend time in nature. Exercise in ways that make you feel alive and treat yourself to a massage or a special nurturing meal. Don't just survive, live with vitality and drive. Let your physical health radiate and shine. When we are healthy, everything in life seems to fall into place naturally. So there we are. I thought there was a message for you along the terms of the physical body when the solar plexus came out. But to have it so quickly reasserted again means that it was something that some of you really need to take care of and to work through. And I think too, I know we've stressed here about the physical body, but anxiety and fear or worry or tension can also play a role in how our physical body ends up being, perhaps not in such a good place either. So a really strong message here for you guys about your physical health and what to do and how to achieve it and the time to dedicate toward it. And you've got now a woman holding a heart. This card quite simply means there is love for you in the air. It may be paternal love, such as the love of a mother and child, or best friends, so platonic as well. It could very well be romantic love coming in. But whatever aspect or perspective this means to you in particular, someone loves you and holds you very dear and very close. So if you need support at some time during the month, then remember these people are in your life. Oh, wow. I love it when it happens like this. I pick up one card and talk about it, and the next card just absolutely, totally backs it up. Look at the love in both of these cards. And there is a degree of femininity coming through here, so I think there is a degree of female love within these cards. So if you're a male watching, this could potentially be, you know, like a romantic partner or already someone who's in your life, such as your current love partner. But it could be your children or your mother or work colleagues or friends as well. And if you are a woman, again, of course, it could be romantic love if you're interested in other women or females as partners. But I do get the feeling here of a strong bond of connection, like friends or family members, just really offering nurturing love. Now, whether or not you need it at this point in time, I'm unsure. You know, given that we've had some messages about your physical health, whether some of you have been through a tough time physically and you've needed some extra moral support or some tender love and nurture around you, and that may have also been associated with this bit of anxiety, I'm not sure if it's that, or whether it's just that there's a celebration of love around you too. So some of you might be coming home, you might be visiting these people from, you know, attending a function that draws you all back together. There's a very strong feeling here of some sort of family event or very close friends that get back together to see each other and spend time in the arms of supportive, nurturing love. I wonder what's coming out of here. And I just hear this strange knocking. Then it sounded like something knocking on my door, like someone coming, you know, like arriving, but I don't think it was my house. The Page of Swords, can be someone young, can be an air sign young person who could be coming, could be part of this love picture. He is someone that turns up, possibly. If it's not a person, and he could be like the son or daughter of one of these, or a younger relative. If he's not a person, then he is potentially an idea, because the pages are new ideas that come in. So they represent the surgings of ideas and also communication. So maybe you are going to hear from these people that you haven't heard from in a while, and they communicate to say, look, we love you, we've missed you, we'd love to get together, or we honour you, or we respect you, or something along those lines. There's some sort of communication with these people. Oh, wow. Now we have the throat chakra. Oh, hello, another card that communicates with the previous one. So the blue of the sword matches really well with this beautiful blue colour here. And of course the throat is through the middle, well, is through this area in the neck. That's where the throat chakra is. And it's all about communication and talking. So some of you are either going to meet new people, which I said tentatively it could be new romance, but you're going to communicate with these people at some point in time, and it may be that a healing takes place. Maybe you hadn't contacted them for a long time because something was out of place or out of whack or kilter, and maybe some form of communication allows this bond of love to be reinstigated or be re-healed. But the throat chakra, again, a little bit like the solar plexus, is telling you to look at your physical health as well. And it's also telling you about the throat area. So we're back on this whole message of this card. It has not gone away. It is reaffirming things. So if you guys, if your health is fine, which it very may well be, then really honour that fine health that you have and honour the body as the book said to do. Wow, you see now you've got the 9 of Swords and you've had the 8 of Swords. So there is something in here in the background that makes me feel you guys have got a little bit of something going on that perhaps could have been upsetting or bothering you. I don't know whether it's health or whether it's emotional stuff that could be tied up into relationships that you might have wanted to have healed, or you want to see these people, or you want to feel the love. This one here is just a step on from the 8 of Swords. So the 8 just really marries itself on into the 9th. Just as swift as that. It is the same feeling. Both of those people show you that they are suffering in silence and they're trapped in a blockade of worry, anxiety, fear, or depression as well. So this is where the balance needs to come in, and where you need to break out and find out what's causing it and address it, and really deal with the inner stuff, and see a medical practitioner if you need to, or go and have some holistic healing. Get in touch with someone who can raise the vibrations, or do some meditation, or take some time out, or nurture your body and your mind in this instance. This can also represent not sleeping very well at night, so going through periods of time where there is insomnia, as well as nightmares, and also some of you may be receiving dreams that actually could be quite prophetic, and these may upset you as well. But we started off with so much great potentiality, so don't forget this in your reading, all these wonderful opportunities and successes, especially in the career sector. Maybe you feel that there's a bit much stress on you with these new ideas or possible opportunities that you have to take, or promotions, and it worries you. I'm not sure. And remember, these are general readings, so for everyone they'll be a little bit different. Back again in the chakra area at the body, and this base chakra with Archangel Michael is represented by this, which is also the base chakra part of our body. It's the physical manifestation of it, and this is still down here in the bowels, the hips, thighs, buttocks, and this lower part of the body. So we're coming back again to the physical health. But if you have any worries or fears, Archangel Michael is a very good one to call upon for protection of your home, the people who are in it, your pets, any issues that you have that you are worried about, especially physical protection. If you are feeling threatened by anyone or anything, or there are any, potentially aggressive or abusive behaviors or attitudes around you, Michael is very good for calling on in instances like that. Well, that's nice. You see, someone does appreciate you. And I got the feeling of that with these ones as well. And I do get the feeling that these are still females around some of you. So know that there is love, know there is support. Some of you do feel it very clearly, and some of you are meeting back up with them or seeing them or spending time with them. They will give you their acknowledgement of appreciation. And even if you don't hear that appreciation that often, know that it's there as well. And again, I'm still thinking there's a big connection to family involved here, one way or another, for a lot of you. Sometimes, of course, family doesn't have to be genetically linked, as in DNA. Family can be our very dear friends who can treat us far better than family members actually ever do. So family for people can mean different things, whether it's DNA family or your extended friends or community. I'm saying the word family because that's how it feels. 10 of Wands is kind of like the completion of something, but feeling a bit overloaded about it, as if it's been a long haul and you've been doing something for a long time and you're just going, oh God, when will this end? I hope it'll be soon. But it's tiresome. It just carries a little bit of a burden, but there is still great accolade and tenureship with a card like this. You have learned a lot, you have come a long way, and you are heading into a new direction with much knowledge gained and appreciation as well. Beautiful, the Strength card, feeling of a regaining of strength again. And this is what Michael does when we're in balance. You gain the base chakra strength, the solar plexus strength, which was this card here. So by clearing any of these blockages up, you regain your personal power and strength, which is a really powerful place to be. Attachment, well, it speaks for itself. If we have attachments to things such as people, places, ideas in particular, like belief systems or ideas about how we feel about other people. So, we want them to behave in a certain way, or we don't like how they act, or we don't think they're behaving right, or I feel I should be treated in this way. These are what we call attachments. And when we have attachments like that, we always end up like this. So those three go hand in hand. If we can drop the attachments off to expecting certain outcomes or behaviors or desires, then these naturally fall away and we resolve the issues and we regain strength and we have balance in our body and we feel vitality, strength. So strength, you've got it twice. We feel the strength, we have good body image, and we have the balance, and we find love, because love is the penultimate energy, is the penultimate positive. And when that's around, all of the others are balanced and in harmony and positive. So powerful reading for you guys. Lots going on. They have been quite forceful in talking to you about clearing any blockages or getting rid of any negativities that may be there, whether they're worries or anxieties or tensions. But at the same time, they have also provided you with the door to the visions of opportunity. And there is also plenty of that within the reading. So I think we should probably finish there for you guys, although I'm for some reason tempted to pull one more card, but I don't even know which one. So do I or don't I? I don't know. No, pull this one. Oh wow, how nice. the daughter value. And I said to you earlier, it was like your money was okay, and for some of you there will be a slight increment, like a pay rise or a promotion or a loan or maybe a small inheritance, or someone who gifts you some money from their heart because they love you and they hold you in great stead and appreciation. And where is my appreciation card gone? There in appreciation. So all of those can also work together really, really well. These women could be bosses or employers as well. I didn't so much get that feeling, but for some of you it might be the case. And that it could be the final outcome, the appreciation of your services and time, and you are rewarded for it. So there you are, Virgo. I hope you have enjoyed your reading. It's been fun to do it for you. I wish you all the very best, June. A wonderful summer if it's your summer, and a nice winter if it's your winter. I will be traveling in June, and I will be traveling to summer. So I'm hoping to see some good weather there myself. Thanks for joining and tuning in. I love reading your comments. I was going to ask you guys if you're known for being really planned and having good, solid, logical, grounded rules, regulations and plans. And I thought, do you guys like that in your life? Like, do you format plans and keep to them when you are doing things or seeking new pathways forward? So that was a question for you guys. Anyhow, take care. Have a wonderful June. Much love. Namaste.